How's it going, everyone, and welcome back to the channel. And today I wanted to take a look at Fallout Wasteland Warfare. This recently finally went into pre-order, and I think this was delayed because originally the pre-order was going to be coming out in summer, but obviously summer is over now. It is fall, and this recently came out, so it was held back a season. I don't know why, but they probably had a late development on it. But before I get into the video, I just wanted to say that I am returning to YouTube within a week. I know I've been saying this over and over again. There's just been a lot of delays, but I really am sure that I'm going to be returning to YouTube in a week. My PC, my gaming PC, not this PC, is going to be finished within 4 or 5 days, and I'm going to be returning to YouTube within a week or around there. So definitely stay tuned for that, especially if you are an old subscriber or a new subscriber. Be sure to subscribe because I'm going to have some awesome content coming out within a week or two. But yeah, I wanted to take a look at this Fallout Wasteland Warfare because this was a board game that I was actually really excited about. It looked really cool. It sounded really cool from the pictures to the description. It sounded like a really intriguing board game, and I really wanted to get some more information on it, but a lot of that was held back because it was just taking so long for all of this to come out, and it's finally here. So the pre-order, and I do have some mixed opinions about this just because the prices. We're gonna get into that in just a minute, but yeah, they show you all the pictures of all of the board games that you can get, as well as the different action figures that you're going to get in them, the little pawns that you're going to use throughout the game. But first, let's go to this this first one. This is $80. This is the cheapest version you can get, and this is right where I want to stop because $80 for a board game. Let's think about this. $80 for a board game. It's pretty expensive. They are marketing this as an AI deck board game, which I'm not too familiar with. If you guys are familiar with that, leave it in the comments. I do not know what they're talking about here with AI decks. I thought it was like some kind of special gimmick in the game. But you know, they do show you some action figures you're gonna get right here. You get some dice. I don't see any sort of board game itself, but they do show you some contents in the box, and they do list the age, or it's not a requirement, but they do list the player count. How many minutes you're going to be playing, an average 40 to 120 minutes. And yeah, it looks pretty good, but that $80 mark is the only thing that I'm concerned about. This is the cheapest option that you can possibly get, and I don't know if this is just for the pre-order. I don't know if the price is going to go down because this is a very recent announcement. This is a very recent thing, and the price might drop within time and within the months that this is on this website. Because if people really want this game, I guess they're going to have to pay a lot of money to get it early. Apparently the first copies of the game with pre-orders are going to be shipped out in March 2018. That is a long time from now, at least. Let's see, that is, well, we're barely into October, so I'll count that as a month. October, November, so that's half a year away. And if you think about that, that is quite a long time, especially since if you're pre-ordering it now. That is quite a long time to wait, and an $80 price tag is quite a premium. I feel like this shouldn't have been the cheapest option. I feel like the cheapest option should have been around the $40 to $50 range, maybe even $60. $80, I think they are asking for quite a bit for what you get. You do get quite a bit, but for the cheapest option possible, I really don't see it as a very reasonable price tag whatsoever. Now we get into the $92.99 set, which is supposed to come with more stuff. You probably get more action figures and stuff like that, but really not much else. I mean, it's just a more premium version. Now moving on to the $165 sets. There's actually 3 different sets. There's the Survivors Starter Bundle, the Super Mutants Starter Bundle, and the Brotherhood of Steel Starter Bundle, all for $165.99. And at this point, we are getting to the point where this is a bit too much to be paying for a board game. I'd say this is the max price that you should be paying for a board game possible. If this is some kind of video game gimmick, if this is something that people really want to buy, I feel like $165.99 is the max price these people should be pricing this game at, because, I mean, come on, it's a board game in the end. Think about it. You're paying this much money for a board game. I'm really hoping that the $165.99 really offers a lot, because if it doesn't, you're really throwing your money out the window. This is something that really should contain a lot of value, because $165.99 for a board game is ridiculous, like I've said. But we get even more insane with the $443.99 package. At this point, this is ridiculous. I don't know why they're pricing it this expensive. I don't even know if this is legit or not. I mean, it's on their website, obviously it's legit, but $443. Keep in mind that these action figures are about this big. My hand is an average size hand. The action figures are about 32 millimeters tall, about that big. I think the behemoth is the biggest one, which is about yay big, but $443.99. That is unbelievable. Like, you do get quite a bit in it looks like, with action figures, but why would you pay that much for... No. But we get even more insane right here. $925.99. This is the most premium package that you can get out of Wasteland Warfare. What the Amphibious? Like, what is this? Why are you charging almost $1,000 for a board game? I'm really hoping that you don't this up, because if you do and people just wasted their money, you are in for some trouble. Like, this is crazy. $925.99 for a board game. Like, this better be some next level shit, man. Like, some futuristic next level shit, because if it isn't, I haven't played any of Mophibius's board games. I don't recall, at least. They better not screw this up, because this looks like it's pretty good. But for $925.99, almost $1,000 for a board game, I really don't see where they're going with this at all. Let me know what you guys think about it in the comments. But I mean, come on now. Like, you probably get like a bajillion action figures with it and like hours of playtime. But $925.99. Let that number sink into your head and think about you spending that money on a board game. Let's read some of this right here. This exclusive bundle includes a huge selection of miniatures from the Brotherhood of Steel, Super Mutants, and Survivors, plus creatures, robots, and scenery, saving you $185. I don't know if I'm getting this wrong or not, but how are you saving $185? They're basically saying that all of this is worth over $1,000, but we're actually saving money here. That is unbelievable. Like, how could this possibly be worth over $1,000 in value? There's no way that this even took them over $500 to construct. They clearly want to make a ton of profit off of this, unless this is some futuristic next level like I said, like that board game that you see in Rage. I don't know if you guys have ever played Rage, but if you walk into the city, I forgot what it's called. I haven't played in such a long time, but there's these guys on the ground playing this futuristic board game with a bunch of like AI figures on it, like holograms. If it's something like that, okay, but this looks like a basic board game with some resin action figures and, you know, a wide area to play with. I mean, all it is in the end is a standard board game with some AI features, some resin action figures, a ton of them apparently, and a board game, or like a board to play on. That's all you really get with this, it looks like. And the fact that they're charging you almost $1,000 and telling you that you're saving money, that's unbelievable. Like, I don't even know what to say about this. Mophibius, if you're watching this, what are you doing? Like, lower the prices, because I don't see, unless you have a lot of money, unless people have a lot of money that they want to spend on this, then, you know, go ahead. If you want to buy it, then go ahead. But this is pretty insane for a board game. I think this would be just for the pre-order, for people who really want to get it early, for people who really want that premium early. And I wouldn't even consider it early, because we are getting this in March 2018. But yeah, I don't know what Mophibius is doing here, but hopefully this price does drop as the game becomes slightly more aged. But there is some other stuff down here too, like just some separate, it looks like separate parts from the packages. You know, you get a cap set for $16, you get a scenic set for $106. I mean, lots of these packages just aren't worth the money, in my opinion. Like, why would you go out and spend almost $1,000 on a board game? Just crazy prices. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to leave a like down below. Let me know what you guys think about Wasteland Warfare. I was really excited for this board game. I would probably go with the $80 one just because I don't want to spend anywhere over that. Maybe even the Resin 2-player starter set. But anything over that, no way. I really hope they lower these prices to a more reasonable price, because this is ridiculous. I don't know why the prices are so high on these when in the end all they are is board games with some AI features. Subscribe to the channel if you have not already, and until then, I'll be seeing all of you next week.